And you have a major footprint in Houston, Texas, the land of energy for the U.S.
Yeah.
And with all this changing landscape, do the legislators and the policy leaders there, do they understand the importance of our industry for the future? And
I think they're starting to. Not just us, but a number of manufacturers have located in red states. And so as we reach out, not just individually, but together as a collective. So in Texas, a number of us actually collectively reach out to our elected officials. Our senator there in that region is Ted Cruz, so we obviously work very hard to get in front of him. Luttrell is actually my congressperson there in that region, so we're very active going individually, but when we come together collectively, I currently employ about 300 or so folks in Houston. We'll be about 100 more probably, in the coming months. But, you take other folks in that market. I don't want to say speak for them or their names, but, XYZ supplier has 800. This steel facility that's making, torque tubes for racking employs 400. And so when you look at the numbers, there are significant jobs being created in these red states.
Yeah.
And so, I think through that, communicating that to our elected officials is important, and that's really important for everybody in the industry to let their elected officials know what type of jobs are in their backyard.
So if people are in Texas, they should contact you to jointly do this lobbying effort. Are you aware of other states doing the same thing? Is there any coordination?
On a national level, obviously, you have SEIA, you have ACP doing a phenomenal job on the advocacy side, reaching out. I'm in North Carolina. I'm very familiar with, there's a company very close to me, a gentleman named Marcus runs called Stratosolar. Marcus is very involved with politically reaching out and doing advocacy in our state. So, we do see it regionally as well, but, I can only speak to what I see in Texas, and there are a number of us working together to work with our elected officials as a collective voice so that we can be heard. Again, a lot of people with a lot of jobs, they're important, and they don't want to lose those votes.
Yeah. Now, when I look at the solar panel manufacturing business as a whole and the products, they remind me of bottling plants, because in a way they're heavy products and transportation costs, and they're getting cheaper and cheaper. But the cost of glass is fixed. Cost of glass is probably not getting cheaper and cheaper, like panels are getting cheaper and cheaper over time, or at the same rate. So I think U.S. will need as many panel manufacturers as there are bottling manufacturing plants, is my sense on that. So I think it's really important for us to ramp up the solar manufacturing or the panel manufacturing side of the ecosystem here in the U.S. market.